Okay guys, the next 90 days should be extremely bullish for Micron stock. Check out this headline. Micron stock rallies as CITI adds Micron to 90-day upside catalyst watch. So let's talk about what exactly that means in this video. Before we get into it guys, please smash like, smash subscribe, and as always, thank you so much for watching. And as always, I just really want to point out why I think I'm qualified to talk about stocks. If you look at this app here, $2 million net worth, almost $900,000 in stocks, $300,000 in cash, and I am looking to deploy some of this cash into Micron stock over the next few months. But let's jump right into it, guys. What exactly is this 90-day catalyst? Oh, real quick, forgot to point out, looks like Micron for the day, as of recording this video, is up about 2.7%. Pretty big move to the upside just for a single day move. Let's read this article, guys. Again, Micron stock rallies as CITI adds Micron to 90-day upside catalyst watch. CITI added Micron to its 90-day upside catalyst watch as it expects stronger DRAM prices to boost earnings. The bullish view is backed by expectations of a prolonged memory shortage through at least Q2 of 2028. So basically, analysts across the board are expecting this shortage to last for at least the next 2 years. Micron stock rose as high as 3.6% in the pre-market trading after CITI analyst Atif Malik added a chip maker to a 90-day upside catalyst. Malik expects higher DRAM, which is dynamic random access memory chip prices in the second half of 2026 to support the stock. Basically, guys, they think that in the next 90 days, currently, Micron stock is underpriced, and they do think it could be a good buying opportunity after this recent dip. Remember, guys, we're up about almost 800% in the last 12 months, but in the last 2 weeks or so, it's down about 20% from the peak. So this analyst, Malik, reiterated that his buy rating on Micron with a price target of $1,400, implying a 43.5% upside potential. Malik is a 5-star analyst on TipRank. So this isn't just, some middle tier analysts here. This is someone who's been around the block for many years. They're ranked number 3 out of 12,000 analysts tracked. So this is a big dog in the industry, right? This guy typically knows what he's talking about. He has a 79% success rate and an impressive average return per rating of 50.6%. Now, memory stocks also gained today after UBS analyst Nicholas Guados raised his forecast for DRAM contract prices. He now expects prices to rise 32% in Q3 2026, up from 17%. So essentially, analysts are thinking that the prices of these chips that they sell are actually going to continue to go up even in the following quarters. And again, they expect these shortages to last for at least the next 2 years, given the fact that there's basically no competition. Really, the only competition is the top 3 players making these chips, and even them, it's going to take them a couple of years to really ramp up production. So why is Malik turning bullish on Micron? Malik said that investor concerns about Meta Platforms' planned cloud business creating excess AI computing capacity are overblown. Essentially, some people are worried that Meta selling or creating a AI compute business is a signal that they've overbuilt, so building might slow down. That's essentially what they're referring to here. And this analyst is saying that these concerns are overblown. According to him, demand for AI computing remains stronger than supply. This is also evident when AWS Web Services recently raised its price for GPU cloud instances by about 20%. So essentially, if you want to use these AI chips on AWS, they've recently increased those prices by about 20%. Analyst believes the biggest bottleneck in expanding AI computing capacity is a shortage of these memory chips, which are essential for AI servers. It's not just this analyst, guys. Basically, across the board, if we take a look, Wall Street analysts hold a consensus strong buy. So essentially across the board, analysts currently at the given price think it's a strong buy. A lot of people have been skeptical, right, with the stock going up 800% in a year, pulled back 20%. People are worried that maybe it's getting a little bubbly. But essentially, the analysts that do this for a living across the board are saying it's a strong buy on Micron stock with an average 12-month price target of over $1,400. So if we look at the current price, since we've dipped recently, we're sitting at just under 1,000. So that's at least a 40% increase in the next year, which is the current consensus. And again, being on this 90-day upside catalyst watch, means that this recent pullback could be a buy the dip opportunity, right? So if I'm looking at Micron stock, which I am, I'm thinking to myself, you know, we've dipped 20%. Should I buy now? Should I wait? Seeing analysts like this put it on their 90-day catalyst list makes me think, you know what I should be doing now is assessing all the variables, looking at the price and thinking to myself, should I be buying the stock now in the next 90 days? And that's something that I'm heavily considering given that recent pullback. And let's take a quick look, guys. A lot of analysts are really bullish on Micron stock, even at the high levels that it's at now. Memory stocks advance as analysts highlight attractive entry point given that recent pullback. So UBS sees tight memory supply through 2028. UBS analyst Nicholas Guados increased his baseline forecast for DDR contract pricing, now expecting prices to rise 32% quarter over quarter, essentially reiterating that these chip prices are expected to continue going up for the rest of the year. As we said, CITI turns more positive on Micron as well, putting it on its 90-day upside catalyst watch. And Bank of America sees long-time AI opportunity. Bank of America analyst Vivek reiterated that his buy rating on Micron and maintained a price target of $1,550, arguing that memory now represents roughly 35 to 40% of cloud AI capex, meaning when they build out these data centers, about 35 to 40% of that spending is going to memory chips. So memory chips, it's not just this peripheral, item that, may be needed, might not be needed. This is at the center of the AI data center build out. He also forecasts global spending on cloud computing and artificial intelligence infrastructure to approach $1.5 trillion by 2027, describing the recent weakness across semiconductor stocks as a healthy reset, not a structural change in AI demand. One thing I want to point out, guys, is this headline here that says agents are driving tremendous demand in the AI cycle. There's been a lot of talk about AI agents, right? And the short-term and the long-term demand for these chip stocks. And a lot of people have been saying, well, the real play here with AI is with agentic AI or AI agents. The problem is right now they're too expensive to really be profitable. But when you think about the long term, these AI agents, which can actually execute workflows, that's the future of AI, right? When it comes to enterprise customers, when it comes to massive corporations spending money on AI, which will continue to fuel this demand for memory chips, that's really the long-term play there, right? And if you don't think agents are going to be huge in the future, you're kidding yourself, right? You're absolutely kidding yourself. So we have Micron on this 90-day upside catalyst list, given this recent dip. We have a current increase in demand just from agentic AI use, even currently. And then we know agents from the long term are going to massively increase demand as well, right? And then on top of that, we have Micron, which did sign these massive long-term contracts for tens of billions of dollars to make sure they have a floor on the pricing they can sell their chips for, just in case, we do go through a down cycle. So all of this really points to these next 90 days should be extremely bullish as far as the stock price for Micron. Then we have this long-term demand for chips, given that we know that AI is going to continue to expand its demand because of agentic AI growing. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments, guys. Currently, we have in the day Micron stock up 2.53%. For the week, it's down about 10%, still down about 20% from the top. But again, guys, just in the last year, up 734%. Appreciate you guys watching. Let me know your thoughts. Are you guys buying Micron stock? Are you waiting, to see if it dips further? Let me know your thoughts. Again, please like the video, please subscribe. And if you guys want to see which stocks I'm buying and when I'm buying them, or just talk about stocks in general, click the link below this video. I've started a Patreon group where we can talk about stocks. I'm going to start a group just for Micron so we can talk about Micron. And you'll be able to see which stocks I'm buying and selling as well. Again, guys, currently I have a stock portfolio of about 886,000 with 300,000 in cash waiting to deploy that. So you will get my buy alerts and you'll see what I'm buying and when I'm buying. All right, guys, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you on the next video.